Hey everyone, welcome back to Inselstadt, and today this is a video that has been coming for quite some time. I want to put in some new bicycle pathways. So, I'm not going to do the whole city because obviously the whole city is not done yet, but we can start doing some now because I think we're getting to the point where it's just time to put in some. I have done a little bit off camera, but it's just a small start, and so this is what we're looking at now is actually one of the new areas that I've adjusted to make it look a little bit more fancy. But just quickly, I want to mention that I want you guys to basically ask me questions in the comments below because I'm going to make a Q&A video, so a question and answer video, because you guys have been asking me a lot of different questions and I can't keep answering them in the comments. So it's time to do an actual Q&A video, so please go mad. Ask me absolutely anything about me personally, about my birds, about, I don't know, Australia, about the game, how to do things in the game, so basically anything. So yeah, that'll be coming up probably towards the end of this week. So anyway, back to this video, and also my Tasmania vlog will be out very soon. Okay, so back to this video. So we are in the downtown area, and well, we are on top of a building, but there's a lot of people. You can see a lot of people are coming straight out of the train station, and there's just a lot of places where they need to go basically. Originally, you guys, I know some of you guys are really going to hate what I've done. Originally there was a bridge that went just across here. It was a straight bridge, but what I've actually done is I've made it into something a little bit more fancy, something a little bit more unique for the downtown area. And if we just zoom out, it is starting to become a little laggy because I have about 2,500 mods and the downtown is just very compact. Instead of doing just this one which went straight across here and then it went like that, I've made it so it's a bit of an oval shape. It's more free flowing and it follows the shape of the land. So it just goes along the, I guess you just say the coast or the shoreline, and it just goes around. And I used the actual bike path and I just lowered it down to the level of the boardwalk already, so it kind of fits in good enough. I added in a few trees for this park here, but it's I mean, I'm not really too worried about that for now. It's just very just to fill it in. So now all they have to do is go around, which might be a little bit annoying for some of them, for some of the people, because originally it was just straight across there, but now they go around here and it's just something a little bit more creative instead of doing straight hard lines, because we have a lot of straight lines here. So I wanted to do something a little bit more free flowing that also copies the shape of the land, which is very free flowing. And I have added in two more additions. So the first one was I added in this pathway through here. So this is a downtown straight through the buildings pretty much, and you can see it is really busy. This road here, this pathway is a little bit steep, but I mean, who cares. So it connects up to the park, it connects up to the main pathway, elevated pathway, goes through the downtown area. They can get off the pathway here, go to the main street, or they can just go straight across into the park, and which connects up to this big circular one here. And this big circular design is going to be the centerpiece, the big connector piece for a lot of pathways. So all of the pathways that come over here, they're all going to meet up in this center bit right here. It's just going to be a really big hub for cyclists pretty much. And then the other bike path that I added in was this one here, this one was a little bit tricky because of the elevation and things like that. So it just connects up with the same one that connects up with up there. It goes along here, so these guys have lost their view a little bit, but then it goes over the road and it comes down very slowly, slow elevation. It connects up to the circular design. So that is all I've done so far. You can see it is starting to get a little bit laggy, but I mean, it's okay. And ever since I put in this circular design, more people have been using the pathway anyway, so it's really attracted more people. So here is what I want to do today. I actually thought I just lost the game because I was opening it and it kept having this error, and all of the buildings were like up really high, like they were really elevated. And some, like in the last video I was telling you guys, there was issues with mods and things were going crazy. So let's see, is the policy tab back? No, it's not. It is working on another city, but it's not working on this city, so hopefully we can work around not having that. So we need to continue on this pathway here. Let's just pause because it is a little bit laggy. So we can continue on down along this main road. The only thing is, I need to update this road because it doesn't have the medium to put the elevation on. So let's just choose, which one did I use actually? It looks like, could it be this one? How many lanes am I using there? 3, yeah, 3 lanes. So this one is 8, 6. Okay, it could be that one. And hopefully it doesn't demolish any buildings as I do this. So we come through here. Oh, actually, what was I going to do? The plan was, I wanted to, actually, yeah, this is fine, but I want to add in a pathway that goes through here. And then it can connect up to the industrial area. So it'll go along the coastline, the shoreline, and connect up to the downtown, and that'll help facilitate all of these people here wanting to get to it. And then we could also make one that goes somewhere over here along this shoreline as well, getting to this industrial area, which will also connect up to this one right here. And it's just going to be a good start. So let's see, I don't know how much we'll do in this video, but let's just see what we actually get up to doing. And why is this color different? Maybe it is a different road, but let's see. So the train is high enough so we can fit the bike path underneath. Where is the bike path? Come on. It is really laggy. I don't know what has happened lately. The mods have done something, but so if we go like this, the pillars are still there. Yes, they are. Okay, that's good. Let's just continue it along. Hopefully it's the right elevation. Is it? Let's just leave it how it is for now. Continue it along. Actually, I'm using the wrong pathway. I want this one. So let's need to go do it again. Back to here. Okay, so it's probably going to be, oh no, it's the right side. The pedestrians are on the left. So let's just put it all back again. Are the pillars still there? Yes, they're there. If the pillars are not there, someone is going to pull me up and say, you're not doing it right. Okay, so let's put it there. Make sure the pillar is not in the intersection, which it is not. That is good. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to finish updating. Like that. There we go. So I feel like this city is kind of getting towards the end of its life. Like, it doesn't really, there isn't really that much else we need to do. We just need to do some more expansion right here. So I'm starting to think about what different maps we could use and where we could go from here. So I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's not like I'm gonna suddenly abandon the city just yet, but it is on my mind. Someone suggested a Mediterranean theme, which could be quite interesting, to be honest. It demolished those buildings. Let's just zone it. Hopefully they build back soon enough. But yeah, a Mediterranean theme, which I think could be quite interesting, and we could work with a lot of coastlines. I've actually built a city. What am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? I wanted to. I can't talk and think at the same time. There we go. I actually built on a Mediterranean theme map before, and I really liked the theme for the color theme, whatever it's called. It was really nice, and I used a lot of ferries, and I used a lot of mansions like on the side of the hills, and it just looked really nice. So I'm thinking the next map will probably be something like that. And why is it adding the trees like that? Is it because I'm using, I think it's because of this mod here. So let's just go like that, demolish, and yeah, so is that okay? The height is a little funny. Let's see, does it get, what happens? Does it raise up too high here? It is a little high, but we don't want, if it's even, then that's fine. What is happening here? It dips down, I think. So let's just put it up a little bit. It is kind of high, but I mean it's fine, to be honest. Like, okay. I think from here the pathway will go to here, and then it will go down on the side here. And whether or not I want to put it on this side or that side, I'm not sure just yet. We could actually, well, I don't know what I want to put here yet, because we could put a pathway along here and then along here, because we have the open space, so we could work that in already. We could continue up there. So for now, let's just make the pathway go to here, and then it'll come off the road and connect up to this high school, and that'll be the end for now. and then there'll also be the one on this side as well, going up to the industrial area. So they'll still be well connected, even though it's not fully finished. So okay, this guy has the median already, and let's just finish it off. So is that good? Lovely trees suddenly appearing again, and then let's bring it over like so, and we can turn that off now, and let's just slowly bring it down, I guess, just like that. Not so bad, I guess. Let's just move the trees out of the way a little bit, and let's move this over because it's a bit of a weird gap in between, just like that. There we go. And then this angle here is a little bit funny. I think I'll just leave that, because if I move this, can it smoothen itself out? Let's just play around with this a little. No. Okay, it'll just have to be like that. I mean, it's not too bad if you're riding the bike on there. So they can get off here. Let's just extend the pathway a little bit, just so it connects up to this part right here. That is okay. So it'll be interesting to see if people use the path all the way out here as well. Let's demolish that tree, demolish that tree. I saw some zoning on the road. No, we don't want that. Okay, we need to add in a few connections. So when I do the connections, I just do this road here. I don't use the actual bike path. So we have this gap here, so should we utilize that space? And let's turn off road guidelines because it's really annoying me. So let's put it like that, and I'll move the pillar in a second, but let's bring it down a little, and I'll have to fix this up with the move it mod in a second. It's a little bit wonky, but you know what, that's fine. And it overlaps the road a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's just put in a tree just to fill in the space. Put in some trees there. So that is one connection done. Okay, and then we can probably add in another one. Well, I guess we don't need any down here because they can just go right there. I feel like we should put one this way though. So I'm just thinking, you know what we could do? We could update this road here to be the bike path road if it doesn't destroy too many buildings. That's not the bike path. This one here. Is that the bike path? 4-lane with bicycle path. I feel like there's a nicer one, isn't there? Where is it? It's at the end, isn't it? This one. And then it has the bus thing as well. Yeah, so I could use this one, and then they ride in the middle. But the only issue is I need to connect it somehow. So we can just update those buildings in a second. So that's okay, I guess. Can we bring this down and then it connects here? Possibly. I'm not sure. Let's try that, because I've never used this road before, I don't think. So let's use the actual bike path. Let's connect it down. Can I go like this? Like, will that work? So we'll just leave it like this as an experiment, because I really don't know. Demolish those trees, and like the pathway is in the middle anyway, so no, it's not interfering with any vehicles anyway, and it should be high enough for them to go underneath. The height there is a little bit too high. And then, just to be extra sure, let's put in a pathway there and a pathway over there. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll see. So these buildings hopefully will build back, unless the policy issue is causing them not to build back. So press play. So we have a pathway going up here, we have connection there, connection there. Okay, we need to do connections down here now. So we can add, yeah, I'm going to pause it again. So let's add in the actual bike path, because this is going to be the main pathway. Then it's going to break off out to here. And then we could, I suppose we could put one along this shoreline as well. Like, I mean, we could, but is that overkill? But I really want to encourage biking in this city, so let's just put in a connection here anyway. So let's just bring it down. Where is the pillar? Like that. like so. Okay, so are the pillars still there? If the pillars are not there, someone's going to call me out. Yep, there it is. And then let's do one on this side as well. Oops, the bush is on top of it. Let's just move that out of the way. Good, so they can go up on the road, the pathway very easily. Okay. I guess we should run this pathway up along here. But the only thing is, should it go underneath the bridge or should it go over? Because, yeah, it's a little bit of a weird shape. Like, if I make it go over, it's going to be a really random elevation. So, and then I have to do the same thing here as well. So, is there a possibility of putting the pathway underneath the train, but above the bridge? There's a possibility, but it's going to be very squishy. Let's just try it. Just for fun. Let's just put it through there. Okay, obviously that is too high, because everyone's going to get decapitated. So let's put it down a little more. So we use that truck for reference as the height. About there. And then let's put this one down as well. So using that truck for reference. We could go like that. And yeah, that could actually fit in, couldn't it? It could. Let's continue this pathway on and see how it looks. Just down here a little. So I'm just going to draw it really roughly for a second, then we'll adjust it so it can connect up to there. Okay, so yeah, look how high that looks. I need a truck to go past so we can use that as a reference. Did I ban trucks through here? Okay, let's use this van. Okay, so we still have a lot of height up there, so let's drag it down a little more. And it could, like in real life, this would really bother a lot of people. Like, for example, if this was residential, they'd probably be really annoyed that there's suddenly a bike path obstructing their view. But I think this is all office space. But I mean, it also happened here in Brisbane as well. There's a really rich area near where I live, and they built a bike path right in front of it. And I'm not sure about the uproar because that was before my time, but I think they all just slowly got over it, to be honest. Like nowadays the value hasn't really gone down at all for those mansions, so I don't know. Let's bring this down so it's not too crazy. This one up a little. There's a connection here, so that could be okay, because if we put a connection here down to this main road, it might be really steep. So let's just leave it like that. And the pillar has disappeared, but you know what, whatever. Let's just leave it like this. I don't want to move it around too much, but now I've made it a little wonky. But I'm just trying to make it a little bit more closer to the shoreline, because it looks a little bit funny if it's out from the shoreline too much. Okay, how does that look zoomed out? Let's just leave it. You know what, let's just leave it. Okay, so it connects there. They got a connection here. It goes over the road. Hopefully there's enough height. Hopefully there's enough height here. There is a pillar in the middle. There is also that one there. Let's just leave it. I don't want to adjust it, so it'll be okay. So let's bring this down to about that height there, and then just go like this. And oh, we have this issue, this issue as well. Okay, so bring it up. Oh, could it go under? No, it can't go under. You can go over like that. You know what? This bridge raises up a little bit, so let's just make it more flat. There we go. So we can bring this one way back down. Way back down. Just like that. Okay. I'm not worried if the pedestrian sides changes because I can't be bothered to adjust that. But let's see, is the height, how's the height doing? This one is too low, so let's bring you up. We don't want to change that one because that one's already set to that height. That's okay, I guess. And then from here it can go back down to the ground. Actually, I'll make it 2 meters above the ground, just because I don't want it to really touch the ground, because if it does touch the ground, it does that the annoying terrain change thing where it makes the terrain level, which I don't really want. So, I mean, this is probably a nice bike path to go as well. I feel like it's right along the river, it's not so busy. We can see a bridge coming up. So, do we want to go over? Do we want to go under? No, we can't go under, so it'll have to be over. But there's also the power line. Not that that really matters. Let's slowly make it go over, I guess. Okay. Bring this one way down. Way down. We can lower the bridge as well. So yeah, I can bring this one down even more. And then, what about this one? This one is way too high. So there's a bit of a terrain height increase, but I mean, it's okay. And then it goes down a little bit too low here, so let's bring it up. So that's the good thing about not putting it on the ground level, because you can just raise it up anytime, and it's not bothering the ground at all. So it goes along like that. We can put in some connections here, and then bring it back down 2 meters above the ground. And I'm looking at here if you're wondering about the 2 meters. We can go around here, and then it can just connect up to that. And then let's update this pathway right here, and let's even go further up here like this, right about there. There we go. So that's a pretty good bike connection. It's pretty far for them to ride. So the next step is we need to add connections, and honestly it looks fine to me. It looks realistic, like you'd find that all the time. So let us add in a... Is there water there? What is that? Oh, there is water. Is it? Oh, it's actually flooding here. What's happening? What happened? The cars are driving... Oops. Cars are driving through the flooded area. Did I do that? Did I cause something? Not sure. Raise it up a little bit more. Okay, there we go. It's flooding again. Let's just let it play it. Maybe the water needs to drain. Okay. Let's add... Well, these guys have this connection right here, so they can use that. Then we'll put in a connection here. Actually, let's update the road. Does it work on the road? Yes, it does. Go like that. There we go. Good. Let's add in a bike connection. Put it like that. Bring it right down the side of the road so it's close together, so it looks like it's meant to be. Bring this down, make it a little straighter like so. There we go, they have an easy connection. These guys can just go to there. These guys can go to there. These guys over here can just go on the bridge, and then they're right there. Like, it's not really far, to be honest. Let's add in a little connection here, just like that, and I'm just using the generic pathway for this. We'll add in a connection right here because it's pretty close, like so. We'll do another one right here because again it's quite close, like that. And then we have this bridge as well. I guess we didn't really need to do it because they could just ride up here then down over to there, or they can just go across the bridge. So let's just downgrade this one to just one that connects to the ground, just like that, like that, like that. There we go. There we go. So let's just say you're here and you want to get over to there, so you can either go on the bike path along here, Or you can go on the bike path. Actually, you can go along the bike path there and then go across the bridge. So we need to add in another connection up here somewhere. So where is a good little spot to fill it in? Could we put it across here and then connect it here? So we could go over this building, possibly. Let's go like that, no collision. Straight over the top, and then straight down. There we go. So it's really like right over the roof of this building, which is probably not a good idea in real life. Let's have a look. Close the zoning, there we go. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for me. So connection there, that's good. Connection over this side would also be good, but they have this one here. So, well, they have this connection here. I'm just wondering about this whole area, like what's going to happen over here. We'll worry about that in the future. But we really should add in a connection here. Should we? I feel like we should. And there should be one here as well. Maybe, I was going to say, could we do it down the middle of the road, but we can't really do that. Let's add in, just while I think of it, we can add one in straight over to this road. Put it down, if it goes down, go on to there. It's a little bit closer, let's just, there we go. And then the seat is in the way there, but I mean, that's fine. Okay. I just feel like we need one here, and we need one over here as well. I mean, I guess they can either go here, go off, and then go across, and then they're in there. Or they can go off here, go up this road, cross, and then they're there. So that is okay, I guess. Should I extend this pathway across here to this one? Let's just do it. Let's just do it anyway. Let's just do it. It'll only take a few seconds to do it anyway, so let's see, no collision, there we go. Causing the trees to appear, which is very lovely. Look at all those people using the path already. Okay, let's just adjust this a little bit. It's a little bit too low. We need to kind of fix up this area as well, but we'll get to that in a second. How is this? The height looks even enough, so now that'll allow us to add in a connection over here, which is, I guess, what I wanted. To bring that down into the bush, and then over here. Where could we put it? Is this a path? Are these parking lots? These are parking lots. Okay, goodbye parking lots. Straight down, there we go. Into the tree, into the other bush. How lovely. And then move this out of the way. Let's just put a few bushes here, just because it looks a little bare without it. And then someone's going to complain about this, so I better move it to make that one person happy. There we go. Connections, good. Connection over there, good. These guys, I mean, I think we'll extend the pathway over to here. But I don't want to overdo it. I feel like I'm on the edge of really overdoing it. But let's look at these pathway heights. So that one, they're kind of even. How about this area here? This is the area that I wasn't sure of. So it gets really high there, so we need to slowly elevate it up. Let's pause it. It's faster when it's paused. And then we can bring this one up a little bit. Good enough. Good enough. Let us add in a connection right here for now. This pathway could be connected over to here in the future, but I am not fully sure just yet. And then could I slip in a pathway down through here? The trees are in the way. That would have been good though if I could. Could it? Let's be a little naughty and then let's just move them. Let's move the whole building out of the way just to accommodate a pathway. There we go. Straight down. Move the building back to cover the gap. Perfect. Okay, that is good. So there's a connection here. connection there, connection there, connection there. Okay, that's pretty good so far. Okay, let's press play. I want to see about this area here. Look at that. Are they... Oh yeah, they're using it. That's good. So where do they go? They go... It's a little bit wonky, but I mean that's fine as long as they're connecting up and it's working. That is good. And then how about over here? So are they... Oh yeah, the cyclists are using the middle, pedestrians on the side, and then they're coming over here. Let's see where this one goes. They're going across the crossing, almost got hit by the truck, and then coming up on the pathway, then they're on the cyclist highway. That's good. That's really good. So these guys have lots of connections. Yeah, how many people are down here now? Is there still a lot? There's a good amount. How about the original, the OG pathway? Is it still being used a lot? It sure is. Look at all the people. Oh my god. Wow, there's something about this pathway that they really, really like. It's really desirable. That reminds me, the pathway up here just ends. It just ends like that. It doesn't go anywhere. It just ends. So, yeah, it doesn't really need to go anywhere, I guess. So we'll just leave it there and forget about it again. So, back over to here. So I think I might wrap up the episode. I mean, that's been a fair amount of building. So, So I'm just going to let it run for a few minutes and then we'll check out how busy it is. Okay guys, so it's been running for just a few minutes, and in that time I just also updated this road here because I thought I didn't want to continue this one because I like the roads to have trees, because to me it just looks nicer with trees. So I put in this one here which they can also park on, but there's also a bike lane, there's trees, which to me is quite appealing, and I continued it on because it brings them up to a shopping district, this main road, and then if they just follow this pathway, the side of the road up here, this is the train station. So I just thought if I continued it on a little bit more, it might be just a little bit more helpful for them to get to the train station and the shops, and also it'll make it more desirable. I don't expect many people to be using the bike paths because they really prefer to use just the pathway bike paths. They never really prefer to use the road bike paths for some reason. So, but it's just there, just as something else, something handy to have. So, let's have a look before we finish this episode. How many people are using it? What is going on? So, one person walking, a few people riding. That's good. Let's close the view. Here we go. So there's a good amount of people for this area, to be honest. Like, we're way out in the suburbs and there's still people riding, which is good. So let's have a look here. There's a good flow, I guess. What about over here? Not so much, but I mean that's expected. Wow, this one is quite good. This is good. I'm happy to see that. They're going up here. Actually, now that I think of it, do I have the crossing mod? Do I have it? No, but if I did, I would have put a crossing right here. The only other thing is I could connect this road right here. So why don't we... Actually, I'll just do that off camera. So it'll be good if there's a crossing here, so they can just walk from this side to the other side. So that's good that there's a lot of people using that. Let's have a look here. Wow, that is good. There's a lot of people. Yeah, it's being used. Like, wow, this is actually a lot of people. And even up through here, I'm glad we put in this crossing because there's a lot of people. And then where did we start? We started just down here a little bit more. So that's good that this connection's there because it's brought this area to life. And it's also close to the train station, so that's really good. This is good. Why is there so many people here? Did I put a people generator? I must have. No one is going in through here. Maybe, I guess this is going to nowhere, so that's why. Yeah, a lot of people coming through the city, connecting up to the big cyclist hub, so that's really good. So let's check on this one now. So there's not as many. Oh, there's a little group of people, and this is quite interesting to me. It's like the train, you got the pathway, then you got the cars and trucks and whatever going past. So this is quite a interesting masterpiece. Come along here, good flow of people. Connection is a little bit low, but that's okay. Might extend the connection out to the government area, but not too sure yet. But yeah, look at all the people. That's pretty good. I'm happy to see that. And yeah, that is pretty much it. That was a longer episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, if you're thinking about putting in bike paths, definitely go ahead. It's really good. You can see the outcome is really, it's just really good. There's a lot of people. Oops, let's go like that. There's a lot of people using this, using the bike paths. They really prefer to use it over. I'm not sure if they prefer to use it over public transport or not, but it seems to me like a lot of them do. But we shall see. When I put in all of the public transport, maybe there won't be anyone cycling anymore, because there really isn't much public transport in my city besides trains and a few buses. So, I don't know, but maybe this is the more healthier option. I mean, even public transport is still going to have negative effects on the environment, so I guess cycling is still overall better. You can see a lot of people are using it. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to leave a question for the coming up Q&A video. Feel free to ask absolutely anything at all. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.